So this week, NFL Week 12, let's make our official Week 12 NFL picks. First off, Thursday, we got Thanksgiving. We're going to be eating turkey, and we're going to be watching two teams that absolutely no one wants to watch play on Thanksgiving. The Chicago Bears at 12:30 p.m. are going to be taking on the Detroit Lions, the 0-8-1 Detroit Lions against the 3-7 Bears. In what might be Matt Nagy's coup de grace, in what might be Matt Nagy's final game as the coach of the Chicago Bears, what better way to go out than delivering the first win in the Hall of Fame career, the eventual Hall of Fame coaching career of Dan Campbell. I'm going with Detroit on this one. I have to. I feel so bad for this city. I feel so bad for Dan Campbell. That's who I feel most bad for. That man is pouring his heart, his soul into everything for this team, and none of it seems to be working. It truly, truly is big-time sad thing vibes up there. I'm rolling with Detroit on this one. Got to go with Dan Campbell, man. Big shout out to him. He's getting his first win as the Detroit Lions head coach, and he will win a game. He is not going 0-16-1, all right? I'm sick of hearing this talk of the Lions going 0-16-1, all right? They are going to win this game. Manifest it. Come on, let's go. Moving on, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be hosting the Las Vegas Raiders at 4:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Interesting matchup here. The Raiders obviously doing a lot better than people thought. It's a team that is behind Derek Carr, who an underrated performer this year, an underrated possible MVP candidate because this team is not going to be in the position it is without Derek Carr. Given that, though, I'm going to give this game to the Raiders. I think the Cowboys are reaching the point in the season where they are hit their slump, where they underperform drastically. It's just the right time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. You know why? Because the Cowboys are guaranteed to mess it up. Raiders are winning this football game, and I'm going to say by 2 touchdowns, baby, because Mike McCarthy is a shitty coach. Moving on, the nightcap for Thanksgiving, the Saints hosting the Bills. Trevor Siemian starting at quarterback there. Not going to be a good look for him as the Bills are mad. They see what the Patriots are doing. They see what the Patriots are how the Patriots are playing. They are now fighting for their playoff lives, for their ability to stay in that AFC East race. There's no better way to prove that they're still the top dog in that division than beating the holy hell out of the New Orleans Saints on Thanksgiving night. I'm going to say Josh Allen has 4 touchdown passes. Huge comeback game for him. I think smoke them. They're going to smoke them, and maybe this is the thing that the Saints really need to finally pull the plug and put Taysom Hill in at quarterback. The thing that I have been saying all along could possibly save their season. Put the dynamic kid in at quarterback. Moving on, I'm gonna pick the Bucs in this one because Tom Brady is an absolute beast, and outside of Jonathan Taylor, I don't think the Colts have anything to offer against this team. So Bucs are winning that one. Jets in the Texans in a game of two teams that are down bad, honestly, right now. Interesting game here. Interesting dynamic with these two teams. Jets are possibly getting Zach Wilson back. The Texans have Tyrod Taylor back. They just cut Phillip Lindsay. Don't know what they're doing to running back right now. Don't really care. In that case, I'm picking the Texans to win. I think Zach Wilson is going to come back to a situation that is responsible for getting him injured. He's going to come back to a situation that he's not prepared for, and his team has not prepared him for, most of all. So I'm picking Texans in that one. Giants hosting the Eagles in a fight. These games are always close. These are NFC East specials right here. The Giants, they just fired Jason Garrett. That's a big storyline. Joe Judge knows he's on the hot seat. Dave Gettleman is basically packing his bags, knowing he's going out of New York. He's not going to be paying those absorbent prices to live in Bergen County. They're not really based in New York, in case you didn't know that about the Giants. I'm going with the Eagles. They're the hotter team, playing better. Jalen Hurts is doing a good job there. I got the Eagles in that one. I just don't think the Giants. You fired the offensive coordinator. It doesn't fix all of your issues. Moving on, Cam Newton is gonna be running wild on some redacted shit in Miami. I'm picking the Panthers finally to get that first win with Cam Newton as the starting quarterback in a return there. So I'm going to go with Cam Newton and the Panthers against the Dolphins. I just don't think the Dolphins are going to have enough to keep up. Titans hosting or going to New England. New England is hot. New England is back. Bill Belichick proving to everybody that it wasn't just Tom Brady responsible for those six Super Bowl rings. And they're playing the Tennessee Titans, a team that just cut Adrian Peterson, a team that just last week disappointed their fans. Andrew knows that quite well. This is going to be a game to keep an eye on. I think this is going to be possibly a game of the week potential. The way these two teams operate, the way they play, both offense and defense, is actually quite evenly matched, in my opinion. That being said, there is no one who puts their players in a better position to win than Bill Belichick. And you have to think that there's no better way to get on his redemption tour, on his revenge tour. There's no better team to get revenge on than the one that beat him in Tom Brady's final game as a New England Patriot. I'm picking the Patriots over the Titans this week. Moving on, an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Interesting stuff here. What is Cincinnati? Are they the team to beat in the AFC North, or are they just an inconsistent young team? Both of those things might actually be true. One thing that is definitely true is I don't think the Steelers got it this week. I think the Bengals absolutely stomped them. We find out the Steelers are actually who we thought they were, and we possibly still don't know what the Bengals are, but they're really just a young, inexperienced, extremely talented team that is probably a year away from being the real freaking deal and being as consistent as a lot of these other teams are. But I'm going with the Bengals here. Moving on, the Falcons versus the Jaguars. No one gives an absolute fuck, not even any of the fans in the cities. Jags, because Tony Khan and AEW. Anyway, moving on, the Chargers are going to be playing the Broncos. Interesting stuff in the AFC West. So, for those who don't know, Kansas City sits atop the AFC West at 7-4. A game behind them at 6-4 are the Chargers. They can equal that playing field and get into and basically tie for first place there. Meanwhile, the Broncos, with a win here, could be 6-5, tied for second place, and still just a game behind Kansas City, or I believe a game and a half still, right there in the fight for the division. Are they more talented than the Chargers? Absolutely not. But one thing is for sure, the way that defense is playing this year, they're the best defense in the division. They've allowed the least amount of points than any other team in that division at 183. And it's not even close. 250 for the Chiefs, 262 for the Raiders, 265 for the Chargers as far as points scored on their defense. So they're the best scoring defense in that division. They're going to give this team fits, I think, a little bit, especially considering the fact that they know how to play Justin Herbert. But it's Air Bears freaking game. And plus, they are playing an away game, which for the Chargers, it doesn't make a damn difference. It's all home/away games for them. All neutral site games. Actually, all in whatever. Chargers win this game. And we finally see the Broncos take their rightful place under 500 in the bottom basement of the AFC West. Prove me wrong, Denver. Prove me wrong. Another team that's going to have to prove me wrong this week is the Los Angeles Rams, a team that I think has a lot of talent, but they are going into Green Bay at 4 p.m. on a Sunday on the frozen tundra as the winter approaches in Lambeau Field right after Thanksgiving. It ain't sunny Los Angeles, people. I got Green Bay by 10 points over the Los Angeles Rams. Prove me wrong. We're in the home stretch. 3 more games. By the way, Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals are on bye weeks. Did not mention that earlier. Anyway, home stretch. Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Vikings, inconsistent is the epitome of what this team stands for. San Francisco is just, I think they are a well-coached, functioning enough team that just doesn't have the talent to be great on offense. That is the saddest part of this team. They've won 2 in a row. And it's going to be 3, and they're going to be 6-5 because the Vikings are going to choose this week to lose. However, you know what? I'm changing my pick. This game's going to be a tie because the Vikings have to get a tie every year. Watch it, book it, bet it. Don't blame me about it. Finally, Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football. The Cleveland Browns enter the big crab cake at the bank in Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson facing the team that he literally and figuratively dropped a deuce on last year on Monday Night Football. Are we going to see another poop game from Lamar? Are we going to see another cramp game, as he wants to say, from Lamar Jackson? Or is Baker Mayfield and or Case Keenum going to come in there and absolutely take over the bank? Hell no. Ravens by 3 touchdowns. Like, nah, that's still very ambitious by me. No, Ravens are going to win this game. I think they're going to play their style of football against this defense, run it down their throats with their running backs, who they just got rid of Le'Veon Bell, so they've solidified their running back position now. Run it downhill with Latavius Murray. Run it and do screens with Devontae Freeman. Keep the running backs involved. Focus less in Lamar in the running game. Still have him involved for 10 to 15 carries, but don't make it 20. Don't make it don't make him run the ball and him being the primary ball handler as far as running. I think get him out of the pocket, get him moving, keep possession. The Ravens are winning this game. Finally, Washington hosting the Seattle Seahawks. Who cares? On Monday Night Football, who cares? No, but Heineke by 3. Heineke for the dub on Monday night, keeping the Washington brand, the Washington football team, somehow alive at 5-6 in this race. Because if my predictions are correct, Cowboys fall to 7-4, Washington 5-6. So you're telling me there's a chance. We'll find out. That's been my Week 12 NFL Pick'em. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.